only thing that you can really tell yourself is I'm built for this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Right.
because like you're gonna go through so much ups and downs and question those awful
Yeah.
decisions that you made.
So many awful decisions that we make along the way.
Oh, bro, so many.
So then, what are some of your biggest victories along the way?
I'd say the biggest one was getting through it, dude. Like at a point in time, me and Zeno were homeless. We could only afford to eat bananas and rice. It was just crazy, bro. So we got through it, and then I got to I had my son with me the whole time. So like that was a really, really big victory. But I think a lot of people wouldn't have stuck to it. Like we talk to new people all the time, me and you both, and a lot of people won't even stick to it.
Yeah,
Like they just won't make 100 calls a day for 365 days. Because I promise you, if you do that, you'll win.
you will. It kind of reminds me in a way of like Pursuit of Happiness, right? With Will Smith and his boy, right? And he's trying to sell the bone scanning.
Yeah,
machines,
some
right?
technology. Yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, but he was homeless.
yeah,
He had to get to the shelter by a certain time, or he wasn't going to be in the shelter.
exactly.
Did you have situations like that?
We were in situations like that. Shout out my beautiful, amazing, significant other, Kalani. Luckily, she came in clutch at a time. When I first broke off, I started just donating plasma to get marketing money, and then my first month or so on my own, I sold everything I had just to pay my rent.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, talking about donating plasma, right? Like you stretched as far as you can go.
Oh yeah,
right? Like I remember I spoke at We Live 19, right?
Okay.
And I remember like it was Max Maxwell's event, and I'm watching him promote it, and it was an interesting, experiment to see him promote it. But you could see him like not screaming at the camera, but he was pretty intense. It was basically like, if you tell me that you want to make it in real estate, but you're not willing to sell your possessions to get here, you don't want this, right? Like go
That's
sell
very
your
true.
PlayStation, go sell your TV, go sell that other, stuff you don't use anymore. If you're not willing to do that, you don't really want this.
Yeah.
You went and sold plasma.
bro.
Right,
Plasma, all my Fresno State gear. Like I remember I had my helmet and I had to like put that shit on OfferUp, and I was like, all right, bro, someone's gonna buy it from me.
Right.
Like, and I sold it on eBay for like $500, but that went a long way,
Yeah.
right? Like, and so doing stuff like that, either you want it or you don't, in my opinion. And then people who say they're broke and then still have an Xbox, like they still have all these other things, like bro, like it can get way worse.
I remember, this is completely unrelated, but like I remember like showing properties as a realtor, right? Struggling, but showing properties. And like, this is before flat screens were cheap, right?
Mhm.
And I would show these like apartments and fourplexes and this and that. And like, everyone's living better than me. Like, I'm struggling. I am struggling to make entrepreneurship work.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I don't have at this time a flat screen TV. I still got, you remember those big tubes, right? Tube TVs, right? Like, I saw Sony Vegas, right? Like, I still have my Sony Vega, right? Everyone's got a flat screen TV. Like, whatever. Your friends have flat screen, like, whatever, right?
You got the thickums.
Yeah.
You got the thickums.
But then I'm showing rentals. It's like, everyone in here is living better than me. It's like, man, this sucks. Like, is this really worth it? But like, obviously it all works out for all of us in the end.